How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Furry Yoga Mental Wellness Friday. Let me change the audio here. There we go. How's it going, everyone? Changed up the scenery a bit this week. Welcome to Mental Wellness Friday. This is a bit of a hangout session where I get to answer your questions, give out advice, and just a general hangout. We like to do these. We've done these for the last couple Fridays. Oh, hello, everyone. Welcome. Music Loverfy. Welcome, Riff Wing. Welcome, Creative Martin. I hope you all are well. And again, welcome to Hangout. So, again, this is what we do once a week on Fridays. So we just hang out for an hour and we kind of chill. I'm in my VR self. I got food in front of me too, because it's been a long day. I haven't been able to eat. How's it going, Music Loverfy? Thank you for joining. Riffwing, how you doing? Hello, Creative Martin. Hope you guys are well. Again, I'm here to answer any questions that you need, any concerns that you have, whether it's the program, whether it's life, or anything at all. I'm always here for anything. I always love doing these last couple weeks. Wow. And we got the Mario Laffy music in the background. Oh, every day. Unless you want to put carrots and other things, but it's a good way to get your carrots every day. Why are you feeling left out? Let's get to the root of that. I always love these little Laffy musics. Gotta find more relatable groups to you then. Try starting a topic that interests you. See if others will join in on it. God, it's so hard for me to game nowadays. I usually only get to game maybe like an hour or two if I get to. Last night was the first time I got to game in like a week. And I chose it to play Tape to Tape, which is a arcade hockey game. It's really fun. You can find it on Steam. Yeah, you need to beat Digimon. I want more Za. Well, which chats are you like in that are doing that? And I mean, you gotta understand too that not every not all chats are going to be catered to you specifically. So you kind of got to learn to chime in when it relates to you. And I'm a shadow in a lot of different chats that I'm in. I don't really chime in much, but I watch what everyone posts and what everyone says. I chime in when I'm related to it, but most times I don't really chat much. So like in the Furry Yoga chat, I see everything you guys post. Music Larvify. It's funny that you're using CDs. I mean, you have Spotify and YouTube as an option. For me, I personally like white noise, or I like rain sounds for sleeping. Rain helps me sleep a lot. So, oh well, Ontario Furries is that's a very toxic group. I don't even chat in that group. I don't know about Toronto Furs. I don't live in Toronto, so I genuinely try to keep away from the Toronto crowd. So, all right, let me see here. Let me see if I can cheat this. Ah, 1 second, chat. Okay, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Oh God! Oh God! Okay. Oh Jesus! Ah! Oh no! Oh no! The world's turning. I'm sorry, chat. It's all because of pizza. Oh no! The world's spinning. The world's spinning. Oh my lord! The world is spinning. Ah! Ah! That's what I get for trying to grab food and be all tricky. Oh lord, the world's spinning. Okay. Yeah. Try to stay out of toxic groups. I don't really chat much in communities. I do my own thing. My DMs are always open for people I care about, though. But yes, Music Loverify. I find streaming options may help you if you need music. If you're trying a different alternative sound, I would say try white noise or try rain. Lots of apps for that. Just for me, like I find just no sound, just like silence is like death. Well, you also got to step out of your comfort bubble if you want to find friends and you want to find people that you can relate to. You're not always going to find people that you relate to just based off of one hobby. All right, Rivwing, you have a good night. Thank you so much for dropping by. Sometimes you'll listen to classical music or 90s alternative rock. I used to listen to classical music going to bed. I couldn't do rock, though. I think that'd be a bit too aggressive for me. Oh, you guys are it's gonna be so insane when we have eye tracking. We are gonna get that Steam VR headset that's coming out. When that comes out, we'll be replacing this headset because we were so delayed because I had to get this headset working, which I had to reset it 3 times because Meta is just taking over this headset completely. And it has a whole bunch of social features that are breaking it every update. And they changed the interface. But that new interface was not loading for me. So because it wasn't loading for me, I had to constantly reset and turn on and off my headset. And I'm so done with Meta. I'm so done with the Oculus Rift 3, whatever you want to call it, Meta Quest 3, 2. I'm just done with it. I want to get a Steam VR. Like, you can play Steam games and the Steam VR straight out of the headset. You don't need to be connected to a PC. Oh, I don't care how much it's going to cost. I'm buying it. They could say it's $1,000. I'm still going to buy it. I do enough in VR that it's worth it for me. And I got eye tracking, so like if I roll my eyes, you'd be able to see that. Do 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 do. Oh Lord. Mara party. Yeah, no, I don't care how much it's gonna cost. I'm buying one. Like 100%. So, Music Loverify, I recommend, if that's the case, find some classical music playlists. There's a lot of them on YouTube that you can just play. And a lot of them are ad free, so you won't get interrupted with ads. I'm getting back into VR. I really enjoy it. Though I need to update this model because I've had like 4 updates and I haven't been able to implement them yet. Just haven't had the time. Sebastian Bach, we are scorpions, rock you like a hurricane. I loved him in a show called Trailer Park Boys. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Shout out to my Canadian viewers. Yeah, I'm trying to get dances going again, just so I can DJ more on weekends that I'm available. And just doing random meetups here and there. All right. That better. We're going to go a little bit longer, chat. It was a very impromptu, very light. Yeah. Do. Yeah, like I have a bunch of VR games I like to play specifically on stream. I've had a dancing game I bought a long time ago, and I have not touched it. And I'd love to play that on stream. I think it'd be funny. I got a boxing game. I got a Godzilla simulator game. I got a cat simulator game. I have a bunch of VR games now that I haven't really touched because I haven't been putting this headset too much because I can only do VR for maybe like an hour or two, and then it just starts to hurt my eyes. And it's not because VR strains my eyes; it's because I need glasses. And this headset, which is another thing why I want the Steam VR headset, is because I can have a custom foam insert for my glasses so I can see better. Because with this headset, I cannot wear my glasses. So it does hurt my eyes a little bit. I have to work my eyes a little bit extra harder to do VR. So, but I got a lot of games in VR I'd love to play, especially on stream, but it's just getting the time and just being able to actually play for VR more than an hour without my brain or my eyes hurting is kind of a challenge. Just be mindful that VR is a little graphics intensive, certain games. I know my model that you guys are seeing here is considered a high end. So if you were on on mobile playing VR chat, you would either see a very low poly version of me or you wouldn't see me at all. And it's just because I have things like you can grab my ears. So you can grab my ears. So you can grab my ear. So hard to do. Yay, there you go. So you can grab my ears, you can play around with them. My hair also has physics too. So, you wouldn't see those or you wouldn't be able to pull my ears on mobile. So again, make sure your computer has decent hardware in it. If you're trying to connect and play PC games. You can play VR in the headset, but it's certain models you won't see because they require a bit of graphics intensive. This world specifically, if you wanted to be in this world, you would have to turn down a lot of graphics settings, which you can do at the front of the world. So, which you know what? Here, I can give you a little bit of a tour. So I'll show you what I mean. We're on my deck right now. So you see? Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Yes, my character is very expressive. When he goes down the stairs, he looks annoyed. Do 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 do. All right. Oh, a mansion. So you come out here, and there's this little poster right here, which you can turn off effects. And this right here, which is where you spawn, will tell you who's in the world, and then you can turn off certain things if you want to make it be a little bit better. Reflex. What's a reflex? I'll turn that on. See, we can turn on night mode. Then you won't be able to see me at all. And then we also have avatar lights, which gives you a little bit of a glow. Yeah. How much spicy food can you handle, and what level is enough for you? I am not normal, and that's not a good question to ask, because I would not take my advice on that very seriously. My friend, I've done 1.8 million Scoville. And I've also done an 8 million Scoville, and I regretted it. So maybe that would be my point. Would be 8 million. Like waiver signing levels of terrible. But I can do very high levels of hot sauce. And spicy. The spicier the better. I'm a glutton for punishment. Look at all the fishies. So yes, there's nothing you can't put in front of me that I wouldn't devour and more than likely like. When do we do yoga? We do yoga on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Though next week we're switching up our schedule to Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today is just a mental wellness day, so it's just a hangout. But yeah, we do usually yoga on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So tomorrow we'll be doing yoga. Also, how you doing, Buff Hairman? Hope you're well. Yes, it says Furry Yoga Mental Wellness Friday, which is Mental Wellness Friday is our hangout sessions, which we have done this for the last 3 weeks. If you want to catch Friday, if you want to catch a yoga session, my friend, it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So you'll see us tomorrow doing yoga at either 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll let you guys know. We usually make a post. Today is just a hangout. If you missed yesterday's session, I do highly suggest going checking it out. It was a really good session yesterday. We had a really good workout. Hello, Costella. How are you? Hope you're well. Welcome to Mental Wellness Friday. It's what we do once a week here. We like to hang out. We like to chat. I answer any questions that any of you have, whether it's advice, life, this program, work, relationship. I try to help where I can. Kind of a cool background. I am doing good. I've been very busy, but I've been well. Today I played baseball all day. My body is kind of feeling it. I'm glad you're doing all right. It's the weekend. I still have lots of work to do, but at least the weekend's a little bit more relaxed. And then and next week is Forza. Music Loverfi, thank you so much for joining. I'm glad I could answer any questions that you had. I hope they helped you in any way possible or made you laugh. Yeah, I'm trying to start my own private league there, Costella. So I'm getting really back into it. This is like my first time being on the mound in like 6 or 7 years. I still got it, so I don't know. I'm trying to start something because I really enjoy playing baseball. Okay, Martin, it's all good. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to be wrapping up shortly, so it's fine. Yeah, no, it's been like 6, 7 years since I played, and I still got it. And so, I don't know. I think I'm starting a little private league. Some friends and some people that I know. And people who want to sign up. I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll be playing in Weshego Baseball Diamond. It's in Weshego, Ontario. So, should be fun. I'm still good at pitching. I'm still good at being a back catcher. I'm still good at batting. I'm thinking this year, for the first year of the league, I may try infielder and just see how I do. But I'm used to being a pitcher, so I play pitcher. I got a mean fastball and a good sleight of hand. I really enjoy baseball, especially older baseball games, not the newer ones. I don't like MLB The Show anymore. Older MLB The Show games, yes. Newer MLB The Show games, no. They're just all the same. I gotta play more VR. I gotta do more of these VR hangouts. Not just here, but on my personal channel. Maybe my TikTok. Maybe we'll try that once in a while. See what happens on that. The Bigs. The Bigs was so good. EA's old MVP was also really good. I loved MLB 2K, and I still play the 360 version of that to this day. I wish 2K would make another MLB game. I really miss their baseball games. They made a simulation. They made more simulation based, and I like that. It's the same with their NHL games. I wish they'd make NHL games again because I really enjoyed their hockey games over EA's. That's not me like dunking on EA either, like, because I do like NHL and I do like MLB The Show from Sony, but I just kind of miss the days of competition, you know? It was fun back in the day when like you had options. Oh god, you see what they did to 2K26 WWE? It's terrible. Like they made the best wrestling game possible. Like legitimately, like gameplay wise, the best wrestling game today. But then they ruined it with microtransactions and a shitty battle pass. It's like, guys, you were right there. And now we're probably gonna get they're gonna get worse. We're not gonna see much innovation. They just laid off like half of visual concepts. So man, the last NBA game I enjoyed from 2K was 19. I really enjoyed 19 and I got it for 98 cents. But now it's just it's they rely too much on virtual currency that it's not fun anymore. The grind isn't fun. Like they're both NBA and WWE are amazing playing games, especially for their sports, but they're held down by greed. Um 19 was the first year of the city. So like the first year they had that like hub world city or the neighborhood or whatever. So that was the first year they introduced that. So like the microtransactions were there, but they weren't like stupid heavy. So it was that story. I enjoyed that one. That one was a fun playing one. I played it on Switch too. Not gonna lie though, I kind of want the new UFC game, and I'm not even a fan of UFC. I just like the video games. But that new UFC game looks kind of fun. I'm just a sucker for fighting games. UFC, boxing. I really miss Fight Night. I really wish we could get another Fight Night game. Just sucks because like they're all good playing games. They're just held down by microtransactions. Yeah, what's getting me this year with UFC 6 is the whole like arm reach. So like um if you have long arms or you're a tall person, that matters because then you have more reach. And I always found the UFC games of lack that. Man, you know what my favorite UFC games were those THQ ones when Ukes made them. Like Undisputed 3 is still my favorite UFC game to this day. I still play UFC Undisputed 3. Just had really fun ground combat. I'm not good at UFC games either. Like wrestling games are more my forte, but they're fun. Hi, Isknol. Welcome. Uh Normally here we do yoga and I'm in person, but we're doing our mental wellness Friday, so this is normally our hangout with our community. So I generally ask anyone who has questions about life, advice, the program, um, work, relationships. I try to help whoever I can, and it's just a genuine hangout, really, with my community here. How's it going, though? Thank you for dropping by. Gals, I have all of them, dude. I have literally every single wrestling game under the sun. Yeah. No, this is my way of kind of like hanging out with the community and getting to know everyone. Um, I teach people here yoga 3 days a week, sometimes four, with one of them being in uh, here in VR. Um, but we've been doing this for about 3.5 years, and this is just kind of my way now. I can interact with everyone and hang out with them for about an hour or two. So we've been doing this for the last 3 weeks, and I've been really enjoying it. So welcome. Hopefully you'll stick around. Hopefully you'll join us in a future session, which is our next one is tomorrow. Yes, I do. I've been in a lot of relationships, and I am also in a polyamorous relationship with two people. So I give advice for anything, my friend. I try to relate wherever I can. So yes, I do give out a lot of advice as well. Everyone asks me a bunch of different questions, and I'm very grateful that everyone is super comfortable to open themselves up like that. So yeah, if you're struggling at all, fire away any question you want. I'm here to help. I'm always here to help. Kind of gives me practice for my retirement. I want to get a PhD in counseling. I just want to help people. I always like helping people. That's why I do yoga. You've been best friends with them for 3 years and you're terrified of confessing your feelings. So when you're around them, do you see any signs that they're showing that same kind of feeling back? Or are you not sure? I want to dissect this with you. Let's dissect this. Because I can understand how you don't want to mess up a friendship, especially if they're your best friends, but your feelings are your feelings too. There's a specific way that you can approach this. I'm going to try to help you here. Here you go. Let's get back on the roof. A lot of particles around here. Back in the cozy bed. All right. So, anyway, like I was saying, are they showing any signs or what you would think are signs back? And how long have you known this person? Oh, you said for 3 years. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really sure, but they do act a bit different. Like they are mostly friendly twins. We've been than others, but I could be completely delusional. So, there's a bunch of ways you can tackle this, quite frankly. So So how close are like how close would you say you two are? Because like best friends is definitely close, but I want to say like do you click like this, or are you like this? Like, because we are pretty close. So the way I would say you perform together. Okay. So the way I would approach this with you and your friend here is this is something that you have to treat very delicately, and you're gonna have to pick your spot on this. Whether it's a party setting, whether you're in a quiet moment hanging out with friends or anything, you're gonna have to get them alone, but not in a way that makes it awkward or makes it in a way like, and you're gonna have to say these feelings towards them that you've, however your feelings are. I don't want to make you uncomfortable or spill out anything that any little details that you have, unless you're wanting to. But the way I would genuinely say this is just confess your feelings and don't make it weird. Because at the end of the day, you can always make a pact that no matter what happens, it will never affect your friendships. And take it slow. A lot of people want to jump in real quick and real fast, and that's not the right approach. Because that's how relationships get messy. So hold on to your friendship first of all, before you potentially explore this path. Musical artist, eh? Okay. So you're gonna have to get them alone. And whether that is during a gig, at a party, or anything, you're gonna have to kind of like pick your spot here. But I would genuinely, without making it weird or awkward, fess up your feelings, how you're feeling towards them. See if they're receptive. But, and I can't preference this enough, before you even do any of this, mentally prepare yourself for rejection. And make it so that it will not affect your friendship in the end. So you're gonna have to make a pact to yourself a little bit. Not no, regardless of whatever happens, it won't affect your friendship. It won't affect how close you are with them. But you are gonna have to fess up these feelings. Don't make it weird. Just approach them on a private setting in your right moment and be like, hey, can we talk? I'm kind of going through some things and I really want to confide in you. And you just go from there. And I mean, if something blossoms, then beautiful. Honestly. No problem. Love is weird, okay? Love is complicated sometimes. I'm in two relationships, one with, and I live with my husband. See, I have a husband and I have a girlfriend. So, you want to talk about complicated? No problem. Don't feel bad at all that you're having to leave. I appreciate that you stopped by, and I hope to see you around, whether it's for one of these hangouts, which are always on Fridays. We do these twice a day on Friday. And next week, where our sessions start Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So, hope to see you around. Thank you for joining. Hit the sub button if you haven't. But you have yourself a good night. Thank you for joining. Stella, you still here? Yeah, no, Costello, I have 2009, man. Like, I got 2009 and 8 and 7 and 6 and original SmackDown versus Raw and WWE 12 and 13 and 2K14 and 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 and 19 and unfortunately 20. I pre-ordered 20. God, that was a bad decision. And then 22, 23, 24, 25, and I don't have 26 because I'm waiting for a sale. Because no, I'm not paying full price for it. Because I don't support 2K and their bad microtransactions all day. So, yeah, I have all those wrestling games. Even the N64 ones in the boxes and everything. I'm only missing Mayhem. I need Mayhem for the N64 in the box. And I had an opportunity to do it, and I was stupid enough not to buy it. So, I already have it. And it's like, but I don't. Kicking myself for that. I could have got it for cheap. God damn it. Oh my lord, y'all. It has been an hour. Time flies. Seriously. So, as always, thank y'all so much for joining me on the Mental Wellness Fridays. We do these every single week. I want to make these more interactive, as always. We're just working out the kinks, and my damn headset needs to cooperate with me. I like 2K25 from a gameplay perspective, but My Rise, the storyline was horrible and was actually kind of torturous to go through. Not like 2K20 levels of torturous, but it was pretty damn up there. I really hated it. The whole mutiny storyline was bad. Bad. Really bad. I did not like the story mode. But I stuck around to 2K25 for the GM mode. That's what I played the bulk of, and that's what I stick with. If you ever get those newer games, or if you ever get 2K26 there, we should play some GM mode or something. That's like really the only mode I care about nowadays. I don't care about anything else. I just care about the GM mode, and then I screw around once in a while. In an exhibition match because I love the third-person camera they added. Other than that, All right, y'all. So, as always, these are every Friday. We're going to figure out a schedule for these because we're going to have to balance this and a session every single day, every single week going forward because Fridays. We'll make it work, though. So tomorrow, we got our last Saturday session. And it is our last Saturday session because we won't be doing Saturdays anymore. So I hope you will be able to join me on that. And, as always, if you haven't, do subscribe because it does help us out around here. And you stay floofy, you stay fuzzy, eat your carrots, eat your vitamins. Be good to each other. Stay positive. I may be on stream later on Twitch. You can find the links down below. Bang, we're just ending. But thank you for joining in on the end there, my friend. But yeah, I do gotta go. Thank you, everyone who has joined on Mental Wellness Friday for an hour. We're going to be doing these every single week. So do join us. They're at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single week. We went a little bit longer this week. Everything was all delayed, and I'm so sorry for that. But thank y'all for joining me. As always, stay floofy, stay fuzzy, be positive, eat your carrots, be good to each other. And y'all take care. I'll see you tomorrow.